And not every single time is it going to be a cash offer, but also not every single time are you going to be able to put your house on the market.
Yeah.
So that's where we kind of come in and we offer both options for you, and we'll advise you the right way. We're not here to kill anybody or to get rich off someone. We're here to do the right thing by everybody. Yep.
Yeah, and I think it goes back. And we're going to belabor this point to those who are listening to us. We're going to belabor this point on a constant basis. And if it sounds like a broken record, I apologize. But, we're here to determine what's best for you, okay? And I think that there's a lot of people within this industry, real estate agents, real estate investors, those TV flippers, all that, that are either misrepresenting what it is that this industry is about, or giving it a bad name.
Sure.
And that goes, and we both have, you guys have your stigmas that you have to counteract. I certainly have plenty of stigmas that I have to counteract. Okay. And I think we bring an enormous benefit in numerous different ways. Okay. It's not just buying your home. It's not just helping you sell it. It is obviously about providing that great experience, and it is about going above and beyond, whether it be shop vacuuming, whether it be letting you move, even though I own the house and it's an actual real liability for me to have movers in the house. I don't have a certificate of insurance from them, any of that stuff. I would probably tell you, people who are listening would say, oh, that's a bad business move. You know what I mean? You're stupid. You know what I mean? You're irresponsible. And maybe to a certain extent, they're right. You know what I mean? But we are putting people over profits. Okay, we're putting the interests of those people ahead of our own, because that's what this is really all about. Okay, and it's about finding ways to make their lives easier. Listen, we've all been blessed. We all have great lives. Okay, something bad could happen to me tomorrow. I'd like to think that I've earned enough good karma that if something really bad happened to me, that people would. Not that I'd want it, but that people would be willing to offer help. Because you know what? In the past, if somebody needed a hand, I was there for them. And trust me, I am far from perfect. But the one thing I've always tried to do is just do the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I think it goes back to us just advising people and giving them the option of what they should do, so that way they can make their decision. We lose out on houses quite frequently where, I think it was Comac maybe a week or so ago, where our offer was at X, and they happened to get another offer from somebody else who was going to be living in the house and not investing, and their offer was $100,000 more. In no way, shape, or form did we try and say, oh, well, we can come in here. We were just like, listen, if you just got $100,000 over where we're at, take that money and get the heck out of town. Yeah. And we advised them to do that, and that's what they did, and we were honest about it.
Yeah.
And we don't really get we got nothing out of it, but listen, if you get a $100,000 higher offer than where we're at, you're going to go with that, and we're going to tell you. And we're not going to try and finagle and make an excuse or try and tell you differently. That's just, we're here to do the right thing, whether or not we necessarily benefit from it every single time. That's not really the number one priority.
Yeah, and that was a situation where it was like a bonkers offer, because
it's crazy.
Even like as an owner-occupant, to be offered that kind of money for that house, you could say, because that happens once in a while. There are people out there who have money that are just looking to buy a house and do a renovation themselves.
Sure.
It's very, very rare. It's not, yes, it's a cash offer, but it's also not going to be as seamless as something that we're doing, because we're willing to take on more risk. We have the relationships to make the deal go a lot faster, title companies, et cetera, et cetera.
I think more so now, kind of, I guess, during COVID, post-COVID, whatever you want to really call it, I think more people are actually holding on to their cash. So I think where maybe back in the day there was more people end user wise that maybe had the $400,000 or $500,000 cash
absolutely.
Liquid that would be willing to purchase a house. But between interest rates being so low right now, as well as the fact that people are kind of afraid of maybe a second wave of this thing coming around, I don't really think that we're seeing as many end user cash buyers.
No, you're not.
Anymore.
You're not. But they do. But it does happen, and I think that was
right.
a situation where there was an end user, and but between what they were going to buy it for and renovate it for, they were going to probably be underwater. It was going to have more. But listen, that's right there. That's a unicorn. Okay, what I mean.
Sure.
So, but listen, I'm not going to be the person who tells that seller that has that once potentially in a lifetime chance of getting that amount of money. Oh no, and try to talk them out of it. I'm just not. You know what I mean?
We literally were just like, take the money and run.
Take it and run. You know what I mean? And if you don't, Call us. Here's our number.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. It's one of the first things that we talk about anytime we go on an appointment with the seller. It's, hey, we're going to give you the best option, and here's this and here's that. We can either list it for this or we can give you a cash offer for this. If you can get something that's better, obviously you should take it. You need to do what's best for yourself, but we're here to provide you that exceptional level of service, and we're here to give you that great, experience throughout.
Yeah, and it's funny because what I want to do is, and just kind of touch on this, that house in Yaphank that I'm buying tomorrow, the seller has nowhere to go. She needs the money from the house, but she has no money. So it's like a catch-22. And actually, that situation with Amityville, same thing.
Yeah.
We've allowed them to take money out of the down payment that we've had and take it and actually use that money to relocate.
Which nobody does.
Nobody does.
Every attorney will advise you against ever allowing for something like that.
Yeah.
So
now,
the fact that
luckily
you're willing
enough,
to do it.
my attorney is my wife, and she's got more sway over me than most attorneys have with their clients. But she also understands what we're trying to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, and we kind of look at it and say, hey, if you need $1,500, $2,000, go ahead. And I make that offer to them with the expectation, with some expectation, you may not get it back.
It's possible.
You know what I mean?